It gives one.
Nobody has pictures of them. Nobody wants to be seen. Do a test to see if they can hear you.
Testing. No, you got it on.
No, test. Just said talk. They can hear you.
Testing.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, she can hear you. Okay.
You get your shots, Scotty? For what?
Vaccine.
Wow. All right. Well, they ain't that active here, really. I don't think a week or two make that big a difference. If some come up, I think was the law director? Mm-hmm. Okay, so it would be the president.
We have a quorum. We got about
Is it
2 minutes.
If it's 6:30, if it's 6:30, we can start.
Yeah, in 2 minutes. Okay, 6:30. This is the City of East Cleveland Regular Council meeting on Tuesday, May 4th, 2020 at 6:30 p.m.
Clerk, can you call the roll?
Councilor Stevenson.
Present.
Councilor Gowdy. Counselor Martin,
Present.
Counselor Smith,
Present.
Counselor Austin. I just admitted Counselor Austin.
Thank you.
We have remarks of the public on agenda items only. 2 minutes, please.
We started already?
Yes.
Yes.
Is we early? I appreciate
No.
It's
No, we're not
6:30.
early.
6:30? Okay, it's 6:30 right now. Okay, good. Great.
There's Willa Hemmons.
Are you
Yeah.
present, Counselor Austin?
This is not a figment of your imagination. I am he.
Okay, but she called the roll and we couldn't hear you.
Okay. Present.
Okay.
Thank you. There are no remarks from the public on agenda items only. We have no presentation at this time. Next, we have minutes to be approved. Council President, would you like me to list them all, or how would you like to proceed?
I think we need to do it individually. Is everybody ready to vote on these minutes?
Are you ready?
They've been sitting here for a while now.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's get it done.
Okay, we have regular council meeting for November 17th, 2020.
I move that the minutes for November 17th, 2020 be approved.
Second.
I'll call the roll. Councilor Stevenson,
Yay.
Councilor Gowdy,
Yay.
Councilor Martin,
Yay.
Councilor Smith,
Yay.
Councilor Austin.
Yay.
Minutes for November 17th, 2020 has been approved.
I move that the minutes for the regular council meeting dated 12/29/20 be approved.
Second.
Councilor Stevenson,
Yay.
Councilor Gowdy,
Yay.
Councilor Martin,
Yay.
Councilor Smith,
Yay.
Councilor Austin.
Yay.
Regular council minutes for 12/29/20 has been approved.
I move that the regular council meeting for January 5th, 2021 be approved.
Second.
Councilor Stevenson,
Yay.
Councilor Gowdy,
Yay.
Councilor Martin,
Yay.
Councilor Smith,
Yay.
Councilor Austin.
Yay.
Regular council minutes for 1/5/21 has been approved.
I move that the regular council meeting for February 2nd, 2021 be approved.
Second.
Councilor Stevenson,
Yay.
Councilor Gowdy,
Yay.
Councilor Martin,
Yay.
Councilor Smith, Councilor Smith,
Yay.
Councilor Austin.
Yay.
Regular council minutes for February 2nd, 2021 has been approved.
I move that the regular council meeting for March 16th, 2021 be approved.
Second.
Councilor Stevenson,
Yay.
Councilor Gowdy,
Yay.
Councilor Martin,
Yay.
Councilor Smith,
Yay.
Councilor Austin.
Yay.
Regular council minutes for March 16th, 2021 has been approved.
I move that the regular council meeting for April 6th, 2021 be approved.
Second.
Councilor Stevenson,
Yay.
Councilor Gowdy, Councilor Martin,
Yay.
Councilor Smith,
Yay.
Councilor Austin.
Yay.
Regular council minutes for April 6, 2021 has been approved.
I move that the regular council meeting for April 20th, 2021 be approved.
Second.
Councilor Stevenson,
Yay.
Councilor Gowdy,
Yay.
Councilor Martin,
Yay.
Councilor Smith,
Yay.
Councilor Austin.
Yay.
Regular council minutes for April 20th, 2021 has been approved.
I move that the special council meeting for December 17th, 2020 be approved.
Second.
Counselor Stevenson,
Yay.
Counselor Gowdy,
Yay.
Counselor Martin,
Yay.
Counselor Smith,
Yay.
Counselor Austin.
Yay.
Special council minutes for December 17th, 2020 has been approved.
I move that the special council meeting for February 9th, 2021 be approved.
Second.
Counselor Stevenson,
Yay.
Counselor Gowdy,
Yay.
Counselor Martin,
Yay.
Counselor Smith.
You said February 9th?
Yes.
Yay.
Counselor Austin.
Yay.
Special council meeting minutes for February 9th, 2021 has been approved.
Can I have a minute, please?
Yes.
One of my guys just got shot at the corner of
Lord.
Phillips and Carlian. He was out here to help.
Oh,
Counselor Austin, you froze.
Counselor Austin, we can't hear you.
Oh my God.
We can't hear Mr. Austin, so we're going to keep moving on.
Okay. Special council meeting for February 9th, 2021 has been approved.
I move that the special council meeting for February 23rd, 2021 be approved.
Second.
It's terrible.
Second.
Counselor Austin, are you back?
I'm back.
What
I'm
happened
back.
now?
I was saying that me and one of my guys were working right here on Carlian Speedway, and a guy ran a stop sign and caused an accident, went around the corner, came back and started shooting. That's the short version of the story. And I say it's a crisis out here with our young folks because they are doing things that are irrational and very violent and dangerous.
Is the injured person secured by EMS?
The ambulance did come and get him. And that's, like I say, you can't understate the crisis that we're in, that our young folks are in with all this violence. So again, I just think about it, and we're gonna kind of move on with the meeting, but respectfully, I know this is important, but I'd rather be just relaxing my mind and thinking about my friend.
Take the time that you need, sir.
You'd like to be excused for the rest of the meeting?
Yes, that's what we're doing. Clerk.
Get a vote to excuse him.
Well, he can be excused without voting.
I make a motion to excuse.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm going to sit here and relax my mind and just think, but I just want to let y'all know that it's some terrible things that are happening in our city for no good reason. None.
Shocking. Clerk.
Okay.
Did you get Mr. Austin's vote on February 9th?
No, his phone went out. He did not vote.
Okay, you want to get his vote now?
Counselor Austin, would you like to vote to approve special council meeting minutes for February 9th, 2021?
Yay.
Okay. Special council meeting February 9th, 2021 has been approved.
Okay, I move that the special council meeting for February 23rd, 2021 be approved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Counselor Stevenson?
Yay.
Counselor Gowdy?
Yay.
Counselor Martin?
Yay.
Counselor Smith?
Yay, and may I please add that Councilman Austin, your friend, is definitely in all of our prayers. Yay.
Well, thank you very much.
And Counselor Austin?
Yay.
Special council meeting minutes February 23rd, 2021 has been approved.
I move that the special council meeting for March 18th, 2021 be approved.
Second.
Counselor Stevenson?
Yay.
Counselor Gowdy?
Yay.
Counselor Martin?
Yay.
Counselor Smith?
Yay.
And Councilor Austin.
Yay.
Special council meeting minutes for March 18, 2021 has been approved.
Okay, I move that the Finance Committee meeting for 1/12/2021 be approved.
Second.
Councilor Stevenson,
Yay.
Councilor Gowdy,
Yay.
Councilor Martin,
Yay.
Councilor Smith,
Yay.
and Councilor Austin.
Yay.
Finance Committee meetings for January 12, 2021 has been approved.
I move that the Finance Committee meeting for January 14th, 2021 be approved.
Second.
Councilor Stevenson,
Yay.
Councilor Gowdy,
Yay.
Councilor Martin,
Yay.
Councilor Smith,
Yay.
Councilor Austin.
Yay.
Finance Committee minutes for January 14th, 2021 has been approved.
Madam Clerk, I move that the Finance meeting for 11/17/2020 be approved.
Second.
Councilor Stevenson,
Yay.
Councilor Gowdy,
Yay.
Councilor Martin,
Yay.
Councilor Smith,
Yay.
and Councilor Austin.
Yay.
Finance Committee meetings for November 17th, 2020 has been approved.
I move that the General Services and Administration meeting for December 17th, 2020 be approved.
Second.
Councilor Stevenson,
Yay.
Councilor Gowdy,
Yay.
Councilor Martin,
Yay.
Councilor Smith,
Yay.
and Councilor Austin.
Yay.
General Services and Administration Committee meeting minutes for December 17th, 2020 has been approved. Next, we have reports and announcements from the mayor.
Mayor King, are you available? Is Willie Hemmings on board? Let's move on.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Speak
I
up,
had to unmute
speak
myself.
up. Look.
I had to unmute myself. There are no reports as of this time from the mayor's office.
Thank you.
Next, we have receipts of communication and petitions. We did receive communication from Northeast Ohio Public Energy Council, NOPEC. This was a 2020 annual report, and it did list that the MLK Gymnasium received a grant for Leeds painting. There was no other information on that, but we were listed. We have reports from council committees. Councilor Smith, do you have a report for personnel and appointments?
Yes, ma'am. Greetings, everyone.
Hello.
Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us. I chair the Personnel and Appointments Committee. The last meeting was April 27, 2021. The Personnel and Appointments Committee The Personnel and Appointments Committee responsibility is to look at personnel in 9 city departments: finance, fire, HR, IT, police, law, building and housing, service, and community development. In November of 2020, council reviewed department staffing needs in its budgetary hearings. What came out of those hearings were the fact that the city is short-staffed and relies upon outside professional services to fill many personnel and service needs to serve the people. For instance, fire uses Life Force to supplement its EMS billing needs. Finance uses ADP for payroll. Police uses BCI to assist with investigations. HR uses comp management to help with workers' compensation issues. Building and housing uses certified consultants for asbestos, surveys, etc. With this in mind, the Personnel and Appointments Committee is committed to help the city maximize the limited resources that it has so that those resources can best be utilized to serve the people. On April 27, 2021, the Personnel and Appointments Committee meeting was called to order by myself, Ernest L. Smith, at 6:30 p.m. Present were Councilman Tim Austin, Councilman Nathaniel Martin, both of the committee, and we were graced with the presence of Councilwoman Juanita Gowdy. At that meeting, we discussed a piece of proposed legislation that has to do with council expenditures that we will be expounded upon at the next meeting. We also discussed ordinance number 30-21, an ordinance to amend section 123-08 of the East Cleveland Codified Ordinances to increase the applicant pool for fire and police chief positions to give the city the ability to hire an outside applicant. That also was tabled until the next meeting, which is Thursday, May 6th. Unfortunately, our mayor was not available, and we wanted more information on that. We also discussed ordinance number 3121, which was also tabled until the next meeting. It's an ordinance to amend section 28 of the East Cleveland Charter regarding the Civil Service Commission, and that the city of East Cleveland and its council members are being summoned to place this revision on the next available agenda for consideration and passage. Shall the charter of the East Cleveland require a revision of an ordinance to be placed upon the ballot, the city shall comply for the consideration of the residents of the city of East Cleveland and declare an emergency. In other words, this is for a charter change, and the residents would have to vote. We're going to have East Cleveland resident Cassandra McDonald do a presentation at the next Personnel and Appointments meeting. Also, we discussed Resolution 34-21 and Resolution 35-21, which had to do with confirming the mayor's appointment to the Civil Service Commission, which as of right now includes Reverend David Hunter and William Underwood. To be under consideration to be 2 out of the 3-person panel for the Civil Service Commission. The next Personnel and Appointments meeting will be on Thursday, May 6th. It usually is the last Tuesday of the month, but we felt that it was some very important business to attend to serve the health, interest, rights, and needs of the people. So we're gonna move it up to May 6th at 5:30 p.m. via this Zoom platform. So I beg of you, please, as I say every time, please join us. The committee meetings are just as important as our regular council meetings. Thank you very much. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Councilor Smith. Next, we have Contracts and Property, Councilor Gowdy.
All right, Councilwoman Smith, that's a good job.
Thank you.
I'm going to report that it's going to be May 6th at 6:30 p.m. and we will be talking about getting some insurance on all the police cars and everybody that's driving, and
can't hear her.
Making sure that we bids for tow truck bids, tow truck, sure that if we have anybody that to do a contract, they have to come through council, because lately a lot of contracts have not been coming through council at all. And that's it. That's my report.
Thank you, Councilor Gowdy. Councilor Martin, report for your Health and Safety Committee.
Right. The next Health and Safety Committee meeting will take place May 11th. I want to reach out to all the council people and citizens who are listening. We have a gun buyback program, $100 for a regular gun and $150 for a rifle. we have a gun epidemic in this country. We got to get the guns out of people's hands. So there's no, if you turn the gun in, you get a gift certificate worth $100 you can use at most stores. So our people function a lot of times with word of mouth. So get the word out there. We got a few turning in, but we got to get a lot of these guns off the street. Because some people who have guns are irresponsible, just like also said about the guy turning around the corner. Well, somebody like that don't need to have a gun. So that take place at the next meeting on May 11th. And also an update on our fire department, what's going on with that. A couple of other things, but we've been meeting regularly, and I want to thank everybody for this support. Again, the next Health and Safety Committee meeting will be at 5:30, May 11th. Thank you very much, Madam President.
Thank you, Councilor Martin. Is someone talking? You could please mute your phone. Next, we have Councilor Austin for General Services Committee.
Great, thank you very much. I got a couple of updates that the people can definitely use. So bear with me for 1 second while I get back to my table.
Okay.
All right. Great, General Services did have a meeting. Thank you, Lord. Woo! Give me a minute.
Sure.
Lord, thank you. Wow, we talked about a lot of legislation during the last General Services Administration meeting. So bear with me, I'm still kind of excited. I'm getting it together though. The last General Services.
Councilor Austin. Councilor Austin, are you there?
I'm gonna skip over my notes and go straight to what's important to everybody. It's cleanup on May 8th. There was some notes that came out. It went out to council and out to the Northeast Ohio Alliance for Hope, and it talked about this being a community cleanup. We started out discussing a council specific cleanup, but I noticed that the areas that we had problems with, the service department has been doing a phenomenal job keeping those areas clean. And to make sure that I was on point, they actually took me around, or I should say Mr. Marshall took me around on Monday to show me his efforts and some of the things that he knew to take care of before we had a major situation on our hands with debris and overflowing garbage everywhere. There are still some areas that need special attention, and I will read those by exception if somebody was concerned about a certain area within their specific ward. But I deemed this a cleanup for you as the community. And I kind of want to run through some of those things that I would like to see that would complement our efforts as we try to recognize our renaissance as a city going forward. We talked about having the opportunity to determine within your street club and or within your ward councilors where the debris will be consolidated. We are, instead of having multiple dumpsters where people show up the night before the cleanup and actually fill the dumpsters up, we're gonna have the service department take the mantle and actually establish collection points and have those collection points clean within 3 days. That is all of the debris removed within 3 days. So as you do your cleanup, if there are things that can be bagged, we want those things bagged in trash bags. Each counselor has been asked to provide some trash bags, but we want the residents to continue to use their special containers that they love and or be willing to invest in their own deliverance by providing some of those bags that are necessary for their own cleanup from their front door to the edge of their yard. This is an effort to help your neighbor. And if there are larger branches that need to be consolidated, those things cannot be moved to the designated collection point we want those things to be moved by our service department. And Mr. Marshall has provided us a link or his phone number so that he can actually be called by a resident and provided their address where a couch, you know, those types of items can be picked up within obviously 3 days. And we don't know what the magnitude may be. So be flexible on the 3-day window that he's allotted himself to pick those large items up. Right now we have couches, branches, and tires. Tires is a major issue. And like I say, if we as a community designate a certain area on a main street to have those items consolidated, the service department will be responsible for helping us displace those items. And please be kind and or considerate to our service department workers. And Mr. Marshall gave me his special note this week for the leaf vac truck. Please remove branches and debris from the leaves that are still to be vacked up. And by exception, I have a few areas that they have already started to concentrate on. If this area is within your ward, you know, congratulations. And just know that the service department workers have taken the mantle and kind of worked to clean up areas like Chapman, Elderwood, Roxford. All bridges have been addressed at some form or fashion. Some of the exceptional issues that we discovered along the route, he actually called those issues in and, you know, asked his workers to come over and address those, whether it was picking up tires that we saw that was in a large quantity and or a large tree that couldn't be moved by a resident. He actually had those guys come over and start, you know, establishing a plan to pick those items up and get them moved before we actually do the cleanup. So I was pleasantly surprised at the effort that our residents have been conducting to this point to get us to a place where we don't necessarily have to call in, you know, an Army brigade to help us clean up like we had to do last year or year before last, I should say. So as far as general services and our general meeting information, we continue to talk about what we can do as individuals to help our city get to a place where we can all better appreciate the city in which we live. We talked about some legislation. I'm telling you right now, my mind is somewhere else and charge it to my head and not my heart for not going through the legislation, because the legislation did actually move from committee onto this agenda. So you'll see some of that legislation as we go through the rest of this meeting. And that is all I have right now for general services. Thank you for your
phone number.
Oh, you're asking for the service director's phone number?
Yes.
Councilor Austin, do you have that number handy?
Hello?
Yes. Do you have the phone number that for the service director that he gave you?
Hello?
Hello, Councilor Austin?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Madam Clerk?
Yes.
If they call the 687-2208 number, they can be referred over to the service department.
Hello?
Okay.
Repeat that number.
681-2208. Okay?
Thank you.
Councilor Stevenson, and let me just say that I don't know if I said this, the next General Services Administration meeting will be May 22nd at 5:30 p.m. on the Zoom platform.
Hello?
Councilor Austin, can you hear me? Okay, Councilor Stevenson, do you have a report for your Finance Committee?
The Finance Committee will be meeting on May 11th at 6:30 p.m.
Hello?
We haven't had a meeting because we didn't have any agenda items. But right now, our focus is on the action plan, the 2021 action plan that has to be turned into the state for approval. I think by August, it has to be turned in. There were some questions with regard to the preparation of the resolution for that plan. And I think it may clear itself up. Sometimes that happens. But our next meeting will be May 11th at 6:30. Thank you.
Testing.
Thank you. We can hear you, Councilor Austin. Can you hear us? The next regular council meeting will be sorry, let me get my, I'm gonna come back to that. I have the
Hello?
wrong date here. We have no proclamations or bids at this time. Next, we have legislation. Ordinance number 32-21, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to resurface the area of Shaw Avenue from Allegheny to Manhattan using general revenue funds in the amount of $135,000. This is requested by Mayor Brandon L. King, sponsored by Timothy Austin, Councilor at Large. This is a first read. I know that Councilor Austin is having some difficulties with his phone. He did mention earlier that this legislation was actually requested by him. And so I would like for him to confirm that, but I just want to put it on the record.
Councilor Austin, we can hear you, but I think you can't hear us.
Can't hear him.
Clerk, move on. If he comes back in, then we'll let him talk.
Wait, move on, Madam Clerk?
Yes.
Put me down as a co-sponsor on this on the ordinance 32-21.
Okay.
Hello.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Can't hear him. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna send him a text.
I sent him a text.
Okay, thank you. Can we move forward?
Yes, go ahead.
Next, we have resolution 33-21. This is a resolution authorizing the mayor to sell certain inoperable surplus vehicles through auction to scrap dealers or to sell the salvaged city vehicles through competitive offers. And if none is forthcoming, to junk pursuant to appropriate health and safety regulations in order to provide for safe access upon city workspaces. This is requested by the fire department, and this is sponsored by Timothy Austin, Councilor at Large. This is a first read. Any discussion? I also want to just note that the next council meeting should be May 18th at 6:30 on the Zoom platform. Next, we have resolution 34-21, a resolution confirming the mayor's appointment of Reverend David Hunter to the East Cleveland Civil Service Commission for a term expiring December 31st, 2027. This is requested by Mayor Brandon L. King and sponsored by Ernest Smith, Councilor of Ward 3. This is a first read.
Madam Clerk?
Yes.
Put me down as a co-sponsor, please.
Okay.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Again, this is to review and determine if we want to appoint Reverend David Hunter. I believe a resume was emailed to all of us, and again, this is a first read, and I hope hope everyone had the email for review and for us all to review it and come to a conclusion. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have resolution 35-21, a resolution confirming the mayor's appointment of William Underwood to the East Cleveland Civil Service Commission for a full term expiring December 31st, 2027. This is requested by Mayor Brandon L. King, and it is sponsored by Ernest Smith, Councilor of Ward 3. This is a first read.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Again, this is for all of council's, excuse me, I'm sorry about that. For council's review to look over the proposed mayor's appointment of William Underwood to the Civil Service Commission. It's a first read. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Clerk. Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome. Councilor Austin, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I just want to go back a moment, if I can, to Ordinance 3221. While your phone was out, I did mention that you had stated that this legislation was requested by you. And this is for the resurfacing of the area of Shaw Avenue.
That's correct.
Okay, and so I just wanted for you to confirm that on record. So
let me do a better job at confirming.
Okay.
I personally request that ordinance number 3221, you say?
Yes.
Was officially requested by me so we can finish a job that was started, and we didn't want to have it a partial completion, so that the stadium that we're going to get, that's going to be representative of who we are as a people, can be complemented by the route in which you take to get to that stadium, in completion, that is. So yes, 100%. Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam Clerk, I was also down for a co-sponsor, please.
Yes, you are on 3221. You are listed as co-sponsor.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next, we have resolution number 36-21. A resolution declaring the month of May as being Mental Health Awareness Month in the city of East Cleveland, Ohio. Since 1949, May has been observed as National Mental Health Awareness Month, a time when advocates and activists draw attention to the mental health issues that affect our country. The East Cleveland City Council, through this action, conveys the importance of the community mental health support network and those they serve. This is requested by Corrine C. Stevenson, President, and sponsored by To Be Determined. This is a first read.
Madam Clerk, I'm going to pass the gavel to the Vice President.
Okay.
And at this time, I just want to state that mental health is prevalent in our community and all the communities across the United States. Like it says here, we are with the drug epidemic in our cities. That's a major cause of some of the mental health issues that we're experiencing. The people who require mental health services are getting younger and younger by the day. And we need to know and be cognitive of the fact that mental health is becoming a norm in our everyday living.
Epidemic.
Thank you, Council President. Any other comments?
Madam Clerk, you can put me down as a co-sponsor on the Mental Health Awareness Month.
Thank you.
I'm passing the gavel back so we can move on.
Thank you.
Council President, you're also going to be sponsor of this legislation?
Yes, you can put me down as sponsor.
Okay. Next, we have remarks and requests of the public. 3-minute time limit, please.
Hearing none, let's move on.
We have response of council and the mayor.
Mayor King. Willa Hammonds.
Yes, sorry about that. I had to unmute myself. At this time, there are no remarks of from the mayor's office.
Councilor Gowdy, I'm sorry.
About the cleanup, we had Madam Clerk had did some research about the cleanup on May 8th. And we found out that we had to have the dumpster a month ahead of time. I was trying to call Councilman Austin on that for now 2 days in a row because we're supposed to be getting back at each other for that cleanup. But it seemed to me that we did not connect at all. So what we did is reschedule it because the dumpsters would be sitting out there, and then we were short of no dumpsters. We were short of no dumpster at all. So we had canceled that for June. And if Councilman Austin want to get with me, then we can, because we do need a good cleaning up in our city. And that would conclude my announcements. And I want everybody to know I thank you from all coming out and hearing what we had to say about this council meeting.
Councilor Martin.
I just want to say that I hope that our employees in the city who may have the COVID, that I hope that everything works out okay and that they're taking care of themselves. I'm a little saddened by the situation with Tim Austin's buddy. I can't stress more the importance of getting guns, turning guns in. So I'm asking the public to reach out and help them with that. And on a more positive note, most of our young people are good people and want to go to college and want to be productive citizens and right thing. I'm thinking right now, on a positive note, of Darnella Fisher. Darnella Fisher was 17 years old when she took pictures last year of George Floyd's situation. Those pictures made all the difference in the conviction of the police officer. So our young people most of our young people are doing good. We're supposed to support them, guide them in doing the right thing. So again, please get the word out. Our country is proliferated with guns everywhere. $100 for a regular gun, $150 for a rifle, no questions asked. You come, you turn them in, you'll get the gift certificate. It goes to works at most stores. So I'm asking Janine and Johnson and those, Mary Rice, and to get the word out that we have a gun buyback program in East Cleveland, that we want to get as many guns off the street as we can. I hope everybody stays safe. Again, my prayers are with those who have caught the COVID and that they recover and stay safe. Madam President, that concludes my report or my remarks. Thank you.
Councilor Austin.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. As far as this cleanup and not being able to contact me, I don't know if was everybody able to get the message I sent out this morning? I know that there's been some delays in making sure that we can actually get the most benefit from our efforts. So we've been talking about this for a little while, and I'm sure that the word has gotten out that we were going to do a cleanup. And again,
I ain't heard nothing.
And it's okay. We started the discussion, and me and you have had some personal contacts where I called you on the phone, and we talked about how we're going to get with the service department director to make sure that we were, we had the right support, whether it was from the equipment that the service department can provide that we just don't have access to, or it's 2/3 planning, 1/3 execution. So although I provided some information that is still actionable for those that are interested in going from their front door to the edge of the yard where they work and then joining in with their neighbors from block to block, from corner to corner and block to block. This is a grassroots effort, and it's actually going to be executed by the residents, by the community, not by the folks on council.
Good.
So I am going to ask that we continue to, get out there for this spring cleanup as a community and do what is available for you to do. And I just want to refresh two thoughts, two asks from those that are actually going to go out there and clean up whatever we get squared away. we ask that those items that can be bagged are actually bagged. Those large items are indeed identified and provided on the main block or main street within each of the neighborhood groups, so that the service department can schedule and pick those items up. Those large items include couches, other furniture, tree branches, those large items that you cannot displace yourself. And also tires. If there is a large, mass amount of tires in a certain area within your neighborhood or neighborhood group, be that known. And I'm going to give you Mr. Marshall's phone number right now, which I wrote on my paper. Let me pull that back up. Bear with me for 1 second. Can't find my note. Okay.
Uh-oh, you've been muted again. Okay.
Hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now? Okay,
yes.
Great. I'm going to have to turn the video off so to stop cutting out. So I'm going to give you Mr. Marshall's phone number. I'm going to be done. Let me get that off my phone real quick. His number is 216-695-1179. That's Mr. Marshall. He's the service department director. And he has agreed to assist us in scheduling those pickups for those large items from each consolidation point within each of the 3 wards. If more information is required, I am available. My number is 216-338-3071. And again, this council members need not be exceptionally concerned with how the neighborhood groups and or individual residents start to clean up around from their home to connecting with their neighbors and so on and so forth. This is as much and or as little as we want it to be as community leaders and or residents within the community. So I am indeed counting on you to start the process of cleaning up our neighborhood from your front door to the edge of your block or the edge of your curb, if you will. That's as far as you can go. I support it. Band with your neighbors and give me a call at 216-338-3071 for additional assistance. I will have a limited number of trash bags available. They'll be available upon request. And again, I ask again that we invest our efforts and some of our resources to make sure that we are better as a community and starting at your front door and going as far as you're willing to go. Thank you very much.
What date? What date?
The 8th of May is the day that we are scheduled to clean up. And that is going to be this Saturday from 10 o'clock in the morning to 4:30 p.m. or until you're done. So again, the collection points will be the main streets and designated. I have to check my list of responses from the neighborhood groups. So more to follow. But yes, that's the plan right now. And the service director frowned upon the dumpsters because in the past, by the time we put the dumpsters in place the night before, they're filled by the time we actually get out there the next day for cleanup. So that has been a major concern. And this is his recommendation for how we should conduct this measure of cleanup. And it's very important. And again, Councilwoman Gowdy, I could have communicated better, but I didn't want to give you half of the information. Today, I got the full information, if you will, and I was able to send that out to you. And hopefully that is sufficient with enough time for you to do some, I guess, planning. And like I say, 2/3 of it is planning and 1/3 is execution. And on game day, all you got to do is show up, pick up what you can, and be happy that our community is just one can cleaner, one less tree, one less couch, and a few less tires. So again, this is a grassroots effort, and whatever you can do to support it, charge to my head, not my heart. If you feel like it's the last minute, I'll accept that. However, it is an event that's going to be well planned and well supported, and it's just a matter of the individual residents getting out there and execute. I'm counting on you, and that's all I have. Thank you.
Councilor Smith.
Thank you. Excuse me 1 second. Thank you, Madam Clerk. To my colleagues, thank you. To members of the administration, thank you.
To our fire chief, our police chief, and again, all our directors, thank you. Most importantly, I want to thank my neighbors, our residents. Thank you for taking time out to join us on the Zoom platform. This very important meeting to check on your health, interests, rights, and needs. We really appreciate it. Again, it's been over a year now. We know that this is a different type of feel, a different type of atmosphere.
Yeah.
So we thank you all for joining us. I want to give prayers to our one of our great clerks, Tracy, who has surgery, I believe, this morning. Again, we want to send prayers out to Councilman Austin's friend, and prayers to everyone at City Hall who suffering through this very devastating disease we call COVID-19, and also prayers for the entire city of East Cleveland. To the people of Savannah, those tires will be picked up this Saturday. Those tires from the demolition, and myself will be with a small volunteer cleanup crew around 10 in the morning, Saturday morning, May 8th, around the street of Hartford and 134th, 135th area. So again, even if you can just volunteer your time to step outside and pick up one piece of paper, believe me, that helps. So I want to give special thanks to our service department. I know a lot of times, a lot of either frustrated residents or self-serving people always like to say that there's nothing being done.
Right.
But I really want to thank our service department because I see a lot being done. There's a lot more that needs to be done, but with the resources that we have and with the lack of manpower that we have, I really want to thank Antonio Marshall and his crew. So again, I hope to see many of you around the city Saturday morning, even if it's right in your front yard. My phone number is 216-925-0957. Again, I want to thank every resident for joining us. Ms. Gardner, I see you. Thank you for joining us. And that concludes my report. Appreciate you all. Thank you.
Okay, I think that just leaves me. First off, I spoke to the fire department, and we were supposed to, when the new ambulance came in, we were supposed to get a look at the new ambulance, but that hasn't occurred because it went right into service. So what I'd like to do is that if there's anybody that's interested in looking at the new ambulance, let the clerk know. We'll set a date, schedule a time with the fire chief, and we'll go over as a group to do that. Because I don't want to stretch him out and take up a lot of his time. I would like to know, actually, with this gun buyback program, how many guns have possibly been turned in as a result of that. There are massive amounts of tires in the city, and there are ways that some of these tires can be recycled. They can be made into flower pots and other things of that nature. And I wish that we would take some time and kind of look at that to see what we could do. The street resurfacing project, I'm concerned about the impact that that's having on the general fund, because we are matching dollars at an amount of $250,000 per street, it seems. And the fact that the list of streets, the 45 streets that have been needing repair for some 15 or 20 years,
yeah,
that seems to be, that list, it seems to be getting pushed to the side. And I think it needs to be a priority because there's streets just like these other streets need to be repaired. There are streets on that list that require some attention also. And finally, I want to bring you all to the Shaw High School Stadium that the NFL is getting ready to build. Yeah. At some point, not this meeting, but probably in the next month or so, before we go on recess, Miss Gowdy, and I have it wrong, it's not June, it's July. We will have a presentation from Shaw High School with regard to the stadium, and it'll give us a better look at what's going on. I'm in full support of the stadium, and I would hope that my colleagues would support that effort also. With that being all I have, Clerk, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I make a motion to adjourn at 7:26 p.m.
Is there a second? I want to stay here all night. I need a second. Oh, Councilor Austin second, but you can't hear him. He making fingers waves over there. The motion have been moved and second that we adjourn the meeting. The meeting is now adjourned at 7. What time is it, Clerk?
26.
26 p.m.
Thank you all and have a good evening.
Thank you all. Good meeting, folks.
Thank you.
Where's my leave button at?